Here we go. Hi, this is Scott Willison, owner of the Confluence Fly Shop, and I am here to share with you an egg pattern. It's November here in the Pacific Northwest. We've had a lot of salmon spawning, cutthroat, bull trout, rainbows. They are all eating the drifting eggs in the current. So this is one of my favorite egg patterns that I call the Huevos Con Leche. So in my vise, I've got a size 4 Gamakatsu C14S, just a little short-shanked egg hook. And for thread, I'm using 75 Denier white GSP. It's a really strong thread, so I can crank down on this stuff. So I've laid a thread base down in the middle of the fly. Most of the fly is going to be this salmon egg colored glow bug yarn. I've cut 2 strands here, and I'm going to take away about 1/3 of one strand and add it to the top. And then I've got a very thin strand of dark roe colored glow bug yarn. This is going to be my hot spot, or the eye of the egg. I'm just going to sandwich it in here like so. Take a couple of loose wraps and then really crank that down on top of the shank. And then going to pull that yarn up, and I'm going to take some very tight wraps in front of and behind the yarn just to kind of bunch this all together. Now, a lot of people, when they're tying glow bugs traditionally, they complain about not being able to get the yarn to go all the way around the hook. So it's not a little round ball, it's kind of a half sphere. So I'm going to take that extra third of, or extra 2/3 of glow bug yarn. I'm going to invert the hook, and I'm actually going to tie that down right in front of the other yarn there. Just really bind that down, and then I'll pull that back out of the way. And at this point we can go ahead and whip finish it here. Now, the other trick to tying a standard glow bug is getting that nice rounded shape. And one of the things I find helps is to use a curved pair of scissors here. So I'm going to gather all the yarn up on top of the shank, and I'm going to trim that fairly close, kind of rocking my scissors forward so I can take advantage of that curve there. I'll turn the scissors upside down, and we will do the same thing on the bottom. Now, if you're lucky, that's the only cut you'll need to make. If you've got a few rough spots sticking out at all, you can kind of get in there and just even it up a little bit. And there we go. Once I've got my egg shape trimmed, I'm going to start my thread back on at the eye of the hook. We're going to add a little veil. This could be a fertilized egg. This could be just an egg with a veil to give it a little bit more translucency, but we're going to use Hareline's egg veil in the milky white color. This is real kind of fine, silky stuff. Cut a little section of that. I'm going to kind of thin it out by hand. And then to do this, I am just going to fold this around my thread and spread it out. And then I will do one wrap around the hook, come pulling it back out of the way. And then once I've got that distributed about 360 degrees around the egg. I'll just make a neat, tight little head there. Whip finish. And trim that off. And then I like to trim the veil so it's just slightly, right about the hook bend, just slightly longer than the egg itself. And you can fish this under an indicator, as a dropper with a flesh fly or something else. Really deadly pattern. Looks very lifelike in the water, and fish seem to love it. Thanks for watching.